Who doesn't need cream of mushroom soup in a pinch? Inevitably, I don't have it and I need it. Well, I'm going to show you how to make it from scratch out of simple pantry items. Let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is melt about 4 tablespoons of butter into my pan. All right, so the butter is foaming. Now it's time for the mushrooms. Just going to put the mushrooms in here. It's about 8 ounces of mushrooms. And I'm just going to get them nice and soft. And I love the fact that you don't have any preservatives in this when you make it yourself. And it's really so simple to make. So every year for Thanksgiving and Christmas, we make dressing. And it's just our cornbread dressing. It's kind of like, if you're in the north, it's like stuffing. But anyway, we call it dressing. And I always put a can of cream of mushroom soup in it. And it changes the whole thing. It makes it so... The dressing is so smooth and so delicious. We use it also for our green bean casserole here in the South. And y'all may do that in the North. I really don't know. If you're watching this and you're from the North, can you let me know if y'all make a green bean casserole and if you put it in there? I would be very, very interested to know. So I think it's so interesting, the different places and how people make different things. But this is great by itself with just garlic bread. So you're going to be missing out if you don't learn how to make this staple recipe. Okay, so I've sauteed these in the butter, and now I'm adding the flour. Okay, so I'm just sprinkling the flour over the top, and I'm going to cook it because I don't like raw tasting flour in my food. So you're just going to cook it in here, and it's going to get really thick. And you're going to be like, this is a big gloopy mess. But it's really not. It's not a gloopy or a gloppy mess. It is just going to be making this so thick and so luscious and so silky. So some people have lactose intolerance and they don't want to add the milk, which I'm going to be adding milk, actually heavy cream at the end. You can add heavy cream. You could add half and half, but I'm going to be adding heavy cream at the end. I'm going to put in right now, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of garlic powder and a little bit of onion powder over the top of this. And if you have a food dehydrator, you can make your own. Okay. I did not make my own this time. Now I'm going to put in my chicken stock. I'm going to stir. And this would be really creamy just even on its own. So if you do have an intolerance for milk products, you can still make this and have it luscious. And put it over a piece of that really, really toasty, yummy garlic bread and just have that for a dinner, and it would be delightful. Okay, I'm going to add a little splash of white wine, and you do not have to do this. I just feel like that it adds kind of a different element, a different flavor in here that just really adds a lot, in my opinion. I'm going to add a little pepper to this. And I kind of like a little more pepper than what you would get in your can of cream of mushroom soup. And I'm going to add some salt. Okay. All right, there you go. Look at that. It's already coming together. This is almost finished. Super easy, super delicious, super creamy and luscious. Silky is what I would call it. Okay, now the cream goes in. Okay, and at this point, I'm going to let it get a little bit warm, and then I'm going to turn the heat off. I don't want the cream or the milk or whatever you've put in here that's a milk product. I don't want it to break. Okay. All right, so I love the fact that you can go in your pantry and you can make all kinds of stuff, granola, ice cream. You can come up with a wonderful meal just from looking in your pantry and just thinking, I think if I put that together, that's going to do this, and it's going to be very similar to that. Anyway, love it. Okay, turn this off now. And I want you to see how luscious this is. Look at that. And you see how easy that was. It was just incredibly easy. And so it's a gravy-like consistency. And the flavor is going to be dynamite, especially with that just little element of adding the wine to it. It's just dynamite. All right, I'm going to spoon some into my bowl. I have a little bit of bread that I was baking. I'm going to put a little bit of parsley over this. Delicious. All right, cut this bread. Give this a taste. Can't wait. All right, I love making stuff with pantry staples. It's awesome. Don't forget to see the 10-week pantry staple challenge at Solely Rested, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Delicious.